All right, we're here. It's week 6, so it's a feature match Friday, just this once, as we begin our final week here, OTJ League. And we have an interesting matchup here. We got a new player to our league, starts week 6 in first place, and we want to see what he's all about here. Thomas C against Evan, and Adam is going to be joining us here, talking about the contents of Evan's hand. What do we see over there?
I think we're going to see a mulligan. That's what we're going to see. Yeah.
Yeah,
We were missing green, so most of our spells were uncastable. Now we've got a hand with white, red, blue, and green. Classic Thunder Junction hand.
okay. Well, I
Uh,
did listen to Thomas's appearance on the podcast, and he did say he's been running 2 colors, and it's been working well for him. He did have to send back a hand with only 2 lands and a few 4 drops, but he's running this red green deck, and you know looks like he's off to a nice start here with a good card, Barb Batterfist, and Evan returns with a Keykeeper. So Evan starts the week 17 and 8, so I think he's in a 7-way tie here. Basically, there's 7 people ranging from second to 8th with the same record. So he really needs to win here to set himself apart to start the week.
yeah, mostly lands in hand over here. We've got a Brash Taunter is going to be the big obstacle to put in the way, I think.
All right. Well,
We'll see how wide.
for Thomas here, we got no play this turn. He needed to get a land in order to play his Quilled Charger. That's the Porcupine, the 4 drop. He also has a Throw from the Saddle for some removal, Highway Robbery, which I suspect he may cast this turn, and his other card in hand that he just drew is Full Steam Ahead, which is that +2/+2 to everything, the green uncommon. So really, we could see what his strategy is here. Just get on board, beat down before opponents try to resolve bombs, while opponents are playing tap lands. Just get stuff on board, start attacking, leverage a couple removals, and win the game before people can set up. And it's clearly been working. So, the
Classic Brule strategy.
two
Yeah.
color decks are they're alive and well here, at least in the hands of Thomas. Try to
Of
think.
the top 1%.
I mean, I've been running a 2 color deck. I think it finally lack of overall power caught up to me this past week, but basically almost since day one, I've been doing the 2 color thing. So I respect a fellow 2 color gamer over here. So he did discard the Quilled Charger here rather than the Full Steam Ahead or the Throw from the Saddle. He did draw Cunning Coyote, which he can possibly cast next turn, and he's decided to put some stops here. Rather than play full control, he's just putting stops all across Evan's turn. I guess.
We've got nothing castable here. We've got the Taunter, and we've got a Throw from the Saddle, and then just 3 more forests in hand. So big flood happening.
Yeah, well, Brash Taunter is going to be hard for a green-red deck to deal with. Like, blue decks can tap it down with a stop cold, white decks can exile it, black decks can -X or exile it. Red and green, on the other hand, might have an issue if it comes down and Thomas can't find anything else to do. He does have that Full Steam Ahead for +2/+2 and trample to everything, so maybe that can deal enough damage. And he is going to be dealing 7
He's
here.
nearly. I was gonna say he's nearly in range after this attack.
Yep, he just needs that land.
He might have lethal next turn.
He's got a clear shot and a Throw from the Saddle in hand too, but I.
Oh, this is gonna hurt
Oh,
that
was
strategy.
that the draw for the
This was
turn? Oh,
this was the top deck.
okay. So he can kill the Roxanne with this clear shot or Throw from the Saddle here, but it will be a setback in destroying Evan's life total. He can destroy the Roxanne, but not the life total just yet. So yeah, Throw
Well,
from
that'll
the
still
Saddle.
put Evan down to 6
Yeah, gets attacked for.
and to
And then he's
5
maybe.
even.
I think he's leaving the mana open for a clear shot just in case Evan taps out for something else. So he said, I don't really need to equip. I'm just going to have this clear shot at the ready. And this Brash Taunter is not looking too good against the +2/+2 trample.
No, although we're gonna throw from the saddle, I suspect
Oh,
here. Yeah,
okay.
we're hovering it.
That's very good then. He has his clear shot here, but I don't know if he realizes the Brash Taunter is indestructible. He may not have come across this card. Um, I do believe he said he was new to the game within the past year or so. He may not have totally read this Brash
Oh
Taunter.
no!
So He's suffering a bit as a result. He's probably wondering why is this brush taunter
Oh,
still
but
out there. But
no, he may have known and still done
oh,
that anyway, just to
yes,
keep
yes, yes,
keep the coyote alive for lethal.
yes.
Wow.
That's exactly it. So he knows what the brush taunter does. We just don't know what anything else
In-
does. That's why
Incredible.
he's in the first place, and we're sitting here chatting it out. But yeah, so
Yeah,
very 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 astute play there. Says I'm going to keep my guy alive. That way, the full steam ahead is lethal. You know, and here I was thinking maybe he doesn't know what Brash Dogter does, but he knows. He knows. He says I'm going to keep my
I've been
right.
very impressed with Thomas's play in general. I played a practice round against
Okay.
him, and some of the lines that he found were like really well thought out, not obvious lines.
Yeah, no, that was definitely impressive there. I think if it was me in that spot, I'd just be sitting there and be like, well, dang, he got me, and now it's going to be hard to win the game. And he said, I'm just going to play a 3 mana. My creature gets +1/+1, and I take 3 damage. So you bolt yourself and have your creature +1/+1. But that's what he needed to do. So I don't
Like a
think
way worse
you know.
snakeskin veil.
I don't think I've seen his matches yet. He seems to be done on Friday, so by the time the weekend rolls around, I see he's already maxed out. So I haven't seen, and I don't think he's streamed too much. So was looking forward to seeing what he's all about, and we saw what he's all about. Right? He just played common and uncommon creatures, nothing special. 2 drops and 3 drops, a couple removals, and then a pump at the end. You know, doing the gruel.
Yeah, he's really defying the orthodox wisdom of this format. Everyone says, "Oh, it's 5 color soup. It's slow and valuey, huge green creatures," and he's just going all out aggro,
Yeah,
2 color,
I mean, obviously we
and then
yeah. Obviously we don't know his
it's in
preferences as a player because he's new to the server, but I don't think anybody plays this deck because it's their like number one choice of thing to do. It's where the pool leads you, right? If the pool led him here, well, he found the right place.
So over here, we're sideboarding out of some of our more slow value-y cards, some 4 drops coming out, including the Outlaws Merriment,
Okay.
which against some decks is a huge bomb, but against this deck, I think is too slow. So we brought in 2, maybe even 3 steer clear from the sideboard. There's 3 in our deck
Yeah,
now
just these
on this side.
cheap interactive spells. Not the greatest, but just something to keep him alive. Thomas sideboarded for I'm gonna say less than 1 second. If I had to put a timestamp on it. He went into sideboarding and pressed done as soon as he humanly could. So
So we snap kept here, and this is our only castable spell, the Keykeeper.
okay,
Evan has a third planes that he just
right.
drew, but we have 2 green spells and a red spell on this side,
Oh, okay.
and only planes.
So this I will say this Burning Prophet is my jam. I really enjoyed playing this card in War of the Spark, and still good today. Um, Also in hand, he has 2 forests. He has a Scorching Shot, which he can't yet cast, and then he has a bunch of red spells. So he's going to choose which one he's going to cast this turn between Highway Robbery, the Cunning Coyote, the Bar Batterfist, and the Explosive Derailment. And looks like it's going to be the Batterfist. And Evan says, let me tap that down for you. But the scry here is so nice, and he sees a second mountain, and he says, well, my Scorching Shot in hand is castable now, so good chance he may keep that. Yeah, he probably is going to be in any future scries. He's probably going to be bottoming lands, but for the second red source, he keeps it, and then he gets to decide what he wants to do
Oh,
next turn. And
things
Evan,
getting bad over here. We've now got 4 green spells in hand. No forests, no mountains.
I think he was just hoping for a forest. I'm guessing to sort of set him up.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's getting
we know the
getting
drill.
essential. Might have a non-match.
Yeah, we,
Yeah.
we, we we know the drill with multicolored decks. This is what happens sometimes. Right, he sees a clear shot on top. Imagine he's just going to keep that. Yeah, why not? He's going to discard his excess forest here, and yeah, it's going to be chugging along here. We'll see if Evan chooses to tap down something. I think he probably will because we got a coyote coming here
Yeah,
now,
sure.
and it's going to be a big painful attack here.
Yeah.
And Thomas just is like, yep, my four color opponent stumbled, and I'm casting stuff. This is my game to lose now, right? It's his game. So something really crazy needs to happen here for Evan to turn the tide, and we'll see what he can do.
I mean, any untapped land, and we can play a lassoed by the law, which gives us a body and removes a creature. But even that,
Yeah, that's just
it's going to
one
be
thing.
slow
That's
here.
just one thing though, and Thomas has got three removal spells in hand, so anything that comes down is dying before it can even see the light of day. All right.
Yeah, that will be a problem, but that's a problem for down the road.
So Burning's Prophet comes down. Now he could. So if he wants a clean attack with no possible trades, he would have to clear shot the 3-1 against the 2-2 and then attack both. He's trying to Terramorphic Expanse for turn, so nothing else to put on board. But he's just choosing how he's going to deploy his removals here because he does have them plentiful.
Yeah, this is what I expected, given the clear shot is now going to be a total blowout.
Yeah. So this is like the dream of clear shot. This is when we read clear shot, we imagine this is what it does every game.
Absolutely.
Right? whenever we read clear shot, we're like, yes, this is what it does, and then usually it's just usually a 1-for-1. But yeah, this is as they call it, the dream. Unfortunately, he does not get to push any damage by doing this, but he's still pretty pleased to have gotten rid of both creatures with one card. So
Okay, so another uncastable spell. We're in trouble here. Nothing castable in hand,
well,
despite six spells.
yeah, that's the trouble sometimes. We know it, we talk about it. Nothing much more can be said about that. We'll just see what Thomas is going to do, and he has drawn a nice thread here, the Quill Charger. So this will end the game quite quickly here, attacking for potentially 5 minutes.
Yeah, even a forest now I think is probably too late, but a forest would let us play out a Spinewoods Paladin, gain some health.
Yeah, we got two removals in hand. There's 9 damage on board. Evan can't cast anything, so not too much of an exciting way to kick off week 6 here. But if you're wondering why Thomas is in first place, well, you saw a bit of it there. So congratulations to him, as he's must be more or less locked now for top 8. So congratulations to Thomas, and we'll see everybody back a bit later for our second feature match.